It's 2026, and if you're still paying rent without Built, it's time for a change. Built is the loyalty program for renters that rewards you for your biggest monthly expense, rent. With Built, every rent payment earns you points that can be used toward flights, hotels, Lyft rides, Amazon.com purchases, and so much more. And here's something I'm really excited about. Now Built members can earn points on mortgage payments for the first time. That means you can get rewarded wherever you live and unlock exclusive benefits from more than 45,000 restaurants, fitness studios, pharmacies, and other neighborhood partners. Personally, I'd redeem my points for gift cards. You have no idea how many birthday parties my kids go to. It's simple. Paying rent is better with Built. And now owning a home can be better with Built too. Earn rewards and get something back wherever you live. Join the loyalty program for renters at joinbuilt.com/Kate Casey. That's JOINBILT.com/Kate Casey. And make sure to use our URL so they know that we sent you. Quince is all about elevated essentials that feel effortless. Designed for layering and mixing, each piece helps build a timeless wardrobe made to last. With versatile silhouettes and thoughtful details, they're the kind of styles you'll wear again and again. 100% organic cotton sweaters, premium denim made with stretch for all-day comfort, luxe cotton cashmere blends perfect for the changing seasons. Everything you need for a wardrobe that actually lasts. Quince works directly with safe, ethical factories and cuts out the middleman so you're not paying for brand markup, just high-quality clothing. Quince uses the highest quality materials like 100% European linen and organic cotton. Everything is built to hold up season to season. One of the big staples of my wardrobe is the Quince Mongolian cashmere sweater. I recommend getting the oversized crew in black and oatmeal. It goes with everything. Refresh your wardrobe with Quince. Go to quince.com/Kate Casey for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/Kate Casey to get free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/Kate Casey.
The amazing Kate Casey.
Welcome back for another episode of Reality Life with Kate Casey. I hope that you've had a great weekend. I've got a great episode for you today because we're going to dive into two different reality shows, The Traitors on Peacock and Southern Charm on Bravo. And I couldn't have asked for a better guest to break it all down with me. Today, I'm joined by my friend, Aliza Rosen, who has such a sharp eye for reality TV storytelling and always watches with a producer's brain. Now, I know a lot of you have a group of friends that you typically text when you're watching something. I'm always texting with Aliza, and she gets fired up about so many of the shows that you guys know and love so much. Aliza has worked in entertainment for over 25 years. She truly understands what goes into shaping these kinds of unscripted narratives, so her takes are always next level. She's the founder of AYR Media, a full-service production company. She launched in 2020, which focuses on premium unscripted and scripted content across podcasts, TV, and film. So her podcast work includes audible hits like Bitter Blood, Funny My Way, Queen of the Con, which I know you loved as well. I'm actually in 2 different seasons of Queen of the Con, The Real Killer, and The Murder Years, among many others. And she's also produced Hallmark Media's first ever scripted podcast called Crimson Hearts Collide. She's a ton of additional projects currently in development in streaming and for TV. And she's co-created and produced The Case of JonBenet Ramsey for CBS. And she's behind the Amazon Prime documentary series Spy High, which you remember that I covered last year. And beyond all of that, she's directed and produced the acclaimed feature film Latter Day Jew. So when it comes to analyzing the twists, the editing choices, character arcs, and behind-the-scenes strategy of shows like The Traitors and Southern Charm, she really is the person that you want sitting next to you. So I know that you're going to love this episode, and I hope you share it with the people who are also in your text chain. And don't forget to wait to the end of the interview because I tell you, it's such an embarrassing story. So again, make sure that you are subscribed to this podcast. Please join the Facebook group Reality Life with Kate Casey and get that what to watch list every week by going to katecasey.substack.com. Here is my interview with Aliza. Aliza Rosen, you are back.
I'm back. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Miss you.
Do you remember when you came to Wondery Studio and we did a little interview many, many moons ago?
Oh, I remember it. You were either pregnant or like about to get pregnant with your fifth.
I just drove past that spot the other day and it's just it's like for lease, totally shop closed down.
It's crazy. I mean, crazy. So much has changed. It's been a long time.
And then across the street was Oppenheim Group and they took down the scaffolding, the greenery.
Well, I heard it was illegal.
They must have done that just for filming, right?
They did it for filming, and then I heard like it was actually illegal, so they had to take it down. Yeah, like you're not even allowed to do this. What are you doing?
I know. It's to say nothing of like a fire hazard.
Insane. Yeah. Insane.
Anyway, I'm excited to talk to you because I want to ask you a bunch of questions through the lens of like a producer, because you're going to watch shows different than, say, somebody who is an accountant or, I don't know, works at a school, right?
Sure. Annoyingly so sometimes, yes.
Probably, right? You're noticing things that other people don't. So let's talk a little bit about The Traitors first, of course.
Traitors.
Just finished episode 7. Highly dramatic banquet. The Traitors were tasked with eliminating a faithful right in front of their eyes. You've got Jam murdered during the banquet using the poisoned brooch mechanic, which is a weird twist. He was dragged out while accusing Lisa Rinna of being responsible. I believe he said she kissed me on the cheek. Then we've got after the banquet, suspicions are running high, especially around Lisa. You've got this newly introduced dagger advantage. So Rob plays a strategic role in casting votes. Lisa's then banished from the game at the round table, making her the second traitor to be exposed and sent home this season. And what do you think thus far into the season? Who are standouts? What do you think?
I love the season. I think obviously Rob is the major standout. I mean, you watch Love Island, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, Rob was not made for that show. I mean, he's obviously a great looking guy and there was drama around him, but he just seemed so uncomfortable on that entire show. Just like, get me off of this. And so I did not expect anything from him on Traitors. I just thought he was going to be the same, boring dude. And wow. So I watch it with my daughter and we're just like, hold me, mommy. Like I mean, she's 18,
Mm-hmm.
and we're like, this guy, he's mesmerizing. He's not just, obviously extremely good looking, but he's so good at the game. Like it's the way he's moving through it so confidently and strategically and smartly. I mean, I was dying, I'm sure you were too, at the round table with Rappaport when he's going, commiserating. And I'm thinking, ugh, why is he saying commiserating? And then Rob finally says, it's not commiserating. And I'm like, I love that Rob, the snake wrangler, is the only one at that table to know that he's using the word completely wrong. And so that actually was helpful, I think, to the viewers, because it's like, oh, this guy actually really is smart. And he's just been kind of playing the dumb boy, but he's actually really good. And he's clearly in his element, savoring this game. So he is a huge standout. I actually thought Rinna was really fun and not a good traitor, but super fun to watch. Like I had it with her at the end of Housewives. I was really ready for her to go. Of course, now we all miss her because nothing's happening. But I definitely thought like, I don't need to, but I did think when she was cast, like, okay, she will be a good traitor because she's so nefarious. And she was good and she wasn't good. Like when Colton had that little sidebar with her and he's like, I'm going to hold you hostage, which was very unnerving given what we know about his past.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like I would be the worst traitor, Kate. I don't know, but I think you'd be a really good traitor, but I would be the worst. Like in that moment, I would have been like, okay, fine, I'll go with you to the finish line. Like I would have broken immediately. So I was actually worried she was going to do the same. And I thought she did okay,
really?
Actually.
I think she actually showed herself in that moment. I think she was
so did other people. So did other people. But like, what I'm saying is like, I couldn't even put up a front for like 1 second. I've been like, okay, fine. And I don't know how, like, I think it's a really hard game to play. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a really bad liar, but I would have a really hard time. Like I went back. So I watched last season and then I'm watching this season, but I had never watched before then. So I went back and I watched season 2 recently, like a few weeks ago. And I don't know if you remember everything. So it was the scene with Sheree and Phaedra, who are actual friends. And basically it's like toward the end, like it's like 5 of them are left. And Sheree is like, I just need you to tell me if you're a traitor. And Phaedra's like, I swear on my life, like I'm not a traitor. And I'm thinking like, There's just no way I could do that. I could not look one of my good friends in the eyes and she's begging me to tell her the truth. Like, I know it's a game and I know you would be fine. You're cold as ice. I can't do it.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Did you apply? You should go on though.
I thought about it, but that's a long time away. 2 weeks?
It is a long time away. Yeah, but like, have fun.
I know. Heather McDonald said, oh, just do it. You should do it.
Did Heather apply? Heather would be good too.
I think she would just have her agent call somebody, right? Like, did she apply at this point?
Yeah, maybe not. Right. Good point.
I also thought, here's the great thing when you come from a dysfunctional family, is that you learn very quickly how to read people because you have to know like how to be safe in a room, right?
Yes.
So I think that is an advantage when you're on a show like this. And I felt like when Colton confronted Lisa, she was off guard because she's usually the person that's sort of like running the show. And she's not used to actual confrontation like that.
Totally. Yeah. No, that's a really good point. What do you think of Colton?
I think he's extremely calculating. I think he's kind of in love with Rob.
Oh, I mean, first of all, who would blame him?
I know. I think they all are, but I think he's particularly like very into him.
I love when Johnny goes, I can't even look at him.
But honestly,
like literally, it's like looking at the sun.
Can you imagine being Colton's husband sitting on the couch watching this with him? That might be a little bit uncomfortable.
But like Rob might be a little bit in love with Colton too, like in the Aaron way.
Yeah.
Remember his bromance with Aaron?
Mm-hmm. It's possible.
You know?
I also think this show, the one thing that kind of keeps me up at night, well, I should say always does, is that sometimes the rules, they throw in these new rules and they don't always make sense. I think they need to dumb them down a little bit. And I think it needs to be more equitable. Like the dagger challenge, for example. You're going to have like Colton and Rob and Stephen Coletti and Natalie like run up the hill. Honestly, I was like, I'd run up the hill. Like, but you have others that just can't. And then I just feel like maybe they do that so that the meatheads have a chance to like have some fairness in this, because obviously like the housewives can run circles around them at a round table.
Right. I'm actually shocked by how physical the show is. And excuse me, I remember when Donna Kelsey was on it before she got booed.
That just honestly, like why? That made no sense.
Right. Well, right. But also like, I noticed that they edited her like out of the challenge. Basically, like they showed her at the beginning, they showed her at the end. It's just too physical. And I was actually really impressed. Like Dorinda's older than me and she can run. Like I was actually impressed by even Jam, who's like pretty heavy and he was able to do it. I'm thinking like, I can't run unless I'm being chased. And like, even then it's like a block. Like I have a really bad knee and I just am impressed by like how well these people are doing. Like what great show. Like I wonder if they actually fit. The behind the scenes, do they train? Like they train for a marathon?
Well, some people do. Some people do take that seriously. Like, especially with the challenge, they'll do that. They'll get like trainers, they're doing like, crazy workouts. Other people are like, whatever. I mean,
Right.
If you're not inclined to go and do a workout just to begin with, you're probably not going to do that in preparation. But I do think it would be funny if it's like bloopers at the end at the reunion time and they show that like Dorinda got a golf cart ride, like that kind of went down the hill and up the hill.
I love it. Oh my God, they should show bloopers. That would be so great. That would be so great. Yeah. So I'm loving Candace, although I just have a feeling that I feel like Rob's going to take her down. I just think he knows what he's doing. And the fact that she named him last week, I think was the dagger, so to speak, in her heart.
Well, yeah, because it's like add a pattern. I think that the housewives, God bless, they get a little too high on the fumes. Like Lisa overplayed it a lot at the breakfast.
Totally.
Like, oh my God. It was like, take it down a couple notches.
It's true, movie. But Kate, somebody did say though that like that, even if she was a faithful, she probably would have done that. Like that's so Rinna. You know, like just to be over the top, period. She does too much. As the kids say, she does too much.
She does too much. But I think Candace is doing too much now.
Yeah, like just started to.
The line, I'm still like, that was out of nowhere.
See, that's what I don't understand with the show that really makes me want to be a fly on the wall in production, because I'm sorry, the conga line was a massive red flag. And not in character for Candace. It came out of nowhere. You're telling me in a game where people are literally watching every word, every movement, every little room, that someone didn't say, why would she have brought, like, I hope that on the next roundtable, if she's in the crosshairs, somebody brings up, because Colton seems to have a really good memory
He does.
about how everyone, so if it's anyone's going to do it, he would clock that she brought up the conga line. Because to me, the conga line should have been her nail in the coffin. I was like amazed that it wasn't. Yeah, but it was funny as hell.
Yes, but you're absolutely correct. And it's kind of interesting too, because I think there's this mindset that the housewives stick together. But if anybody had actually watched Real Housewives, they know they do not. Look at a reunion, they don't.
But that's what's so annoying about it. Like, I hope that trope changes, or like the gamers too. It's just like, it's annoying. I mean, I love this show. Like, I will say this is the one, because Thursday night is like such an embarrassment of riches, because there's the Pit, which I love. There's Beverly Hills, there's Shahs, or whatever you call it, the Persian Shahs, and then Traitors. And I'm going to pick the Traitors first every time. Like, I cannot wait. I don't know if you get them early, but like, I cannot wait for that show to drop. I eat it up. It's like candy. That's how I feel.
Here's my question for you. Ron has said in interviews, or alluded to, a lot that went down with Dorinda. And he said it was like things that she said between meals. Now, the weird thing is, Trishelle said they are filming everything all the time. But then he's saying there's stuff that was happened that they do not want, or allude to them, the production not wanting to include it. What could it have been? I mean, he hates Dorinda. What could have happened?
So let's employ your encyclopedic memory. Remember when she goes to, I believe, Haiti with Bethany, and she gets really drunk and she starts saying like really awful, embarrassing things at that dinner? Like, basically that like Bethany's not really helping these kids. And like, do you remember she like slags on the charity, and it was so awful. And
But
I remember
she was
thinking
drinking, and I don't think she can drink here.
No, I get that. But what I'm saying is Dorinda can say really shitty things. Like, she can be a real asshole. And I have a feeling that she just, I mean, I'm not saying it was like anything racist or anything like that, but I think she can be really rude. And I think Ron has come out and said that he was diagnosed with autism. And maybe she said something that said something like, you know, alluding to that in a way that was, you know, criticizing him and not understanding. I mean, look, Dorinda's great TV. I think, you know, that's undisputed, but she can be really mean, like very mean, very cutting, in a way that she doesn't have a lot of remorse the next day either. Remember how she was to Tinsley for like an entire 2 seasons for basically no reason?
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Those are the kind of people that I kind of wave to from the other side of the street, but I never want to be in the orbit, because even if they're nice to you for a little bit of period of time, they can be charming. They will come and they will stab you in the back or gut you. They will.
Yeah, or in front of your back.
You know how I've been going around my house making changes in all of the rooms? Nothing feels better than a great room refresh. Our latest project has been my son Jack's room. His room is cream with blue and with pictures of the ocean. He wanted a new upholstered bed, nightstand, and a big bedside lamp. And there was no better place to find it than Wayfair. And it became such a fun project for us to do together. Wayfair's huge selection of home decor items makes it easy to find exactly what's right for you. There are a multitude of options in every design and style. The website is so easy to navigate, and you will not believe how fast your order comes. Get organized, refreshed, and back on track this new year for way less. Head to wayfair.com right now to shop all things home. That's WAYFAIR.com. Wayfair, every style, every home. Was January supposed to be your big fresh start? Well, sometimes the pressure to fix everything all at once can make you feel stuck. Grow Therapy makes it easier to reset at your own pace with therapy that's covered by insurance and built around your life. Whether it's your first time in therapy or your 50th, Grow makes it easier to find a therapist who fits you and not the other way around. They connect you with thousands of independent licensed therapists across the U.S., offering both virtual and in-person sessions nights and weekends. You can search by what matters, like insurance, specialty, identity, or availability, and get started in as little as 2 days. And if something comes up, you can cancel up to 24 hours in advance at no cost. There are no subscriptions, no long-term commitments. You just pay per session. Grow helps you find therapy on your time. Whatever challenges that you're facing, Grow Therapy is here to help. Grow accepts over 100 insurance plans, including Medicaid in some states. Sessions average about $21 with insurance, and some pay as little as $0, depending on their plan. Therapy is the best gift you can give yourself because it's an investment in understanding, healing, and becoming the healthiest version of you. Visit growtherapy.com/Kate Casey today to get started. That's growtherapy.com/Kate Casey. growtherapy.com/Kate Casey. Availability and coverage vary by state and insurance plan. Now, Eric has revealed that the banquet was even more chaotic behind the scenes than what was aired, with producers toning down some of it. What could it have been?
I don't know, but I was a little disappointed because Alan had said, like, it's the craziest thing. And I was like, I kept waiting to be like, are they going to start stabbing each other? Like, what is going to be this crazy moment? And like them taking Jam away and him screaming, Rinna. I mean, it was totally a good moment, but it wasn't like the greatest moment of all time. Like the greatest moment of all time is Sandoval doing the singing of the dolls. I'm sorry. There will never be a better moment on television than, I mean, I can't do it justice, but that is the best moment of Traitors in the history of the world. So as far as this episode, like, the outfits were great. They were total drama.
But I hated Colton's little like drop earring because it reminded me of like these earrings my sister used to wear when she was in high school.
I like that you're focused on the earrings when he had a full pearl crown and a full pearl, draping chest covering. I mean, he looked insane, but like, God bless, he went for it. Yeah, I didn't think the banquet was like all that exciting. I don't know. I mean, it was good. It was a good scene, but I'm trying to picture like what happened.
Well, something else happened.
Somebody definitely there was drama with Natalie and the potion. Like she definitely went a little unhinged. That was crazy.
I would have been like, what is this drink?
Right. Right.
It looked like disgusting. The shots that we used to have in college called Red Death, which I now found out is like cranberry juice and peach schnapps. It just looked disgusting.
Oh my God, totally. Yeah. No, I mean, a lot of the things they do are disgusting on the show. Like I don't do bugs. So anytime there's a bug challenge, I'm just like, it would never happen. Like I remember Sierra and Rob last year with they're crawling all over her and she's just standing there. I mean, she was scared, but like, there's no world. I would be so out.
Yeah. Anything with like bats or wings, I'm gone. And mayonnaise.
No.
And if I see mayonnaise across the room,
I hate mayonnaise too.
I can't look at it. I just can't.
Did you have it a lot growing up?
No, because even as a child, if I looked at it, it was like dry heaving. Okay. My mom was like, got it, noted. We'll put that out.
That's funny because we had it on everything. And then I got to college and I was like a flip switch. And I was like, I will never eat mayonnaise again a day in my life. And because I was like, I had so much we had everything had mayonnaise on it growing up. That was like the 80s. 80s was just like the mayonnaise era.
One time we went to Dan's cousin's house for some holiday and I didn't eat anything. And we got in the car. He's like, why didn't you eat anything? I said, that was a mayonnaise buffet. It was like potato salad, tuna salad, like every kind of salad with mayo. I was not well.
Now, will you eat eggs?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
It's
you don't like the texture. It's like a texture thing. Got it.
Yeah. But remember, I went to boarding school where I was forced to eat whatever was put in front of us. So now I just want to live a life where I get to eat what I want to eat.
It was kind of like Karen in prison. Was you in boarding school?
Yes. Did you watch that interview?
I did.
Okay, I didn't. So just like I've seen the
I can't believe you didn't watch
the notes. I felt like it was going to be a fruitless journey for me. Like I felt like I was going to like punch a wall or someone's throat. So what's the net?
I don't know. Listen, first of all, I have to say, I don't think she's ever looked better. I don't know if anyone's talking about that.
I did see clips. Yes, she did look great. Fantastic. Gorgeous.
She needed like an extra 10 pounds on her. Her face, like she looked, I was like, I don't remember Karen ever looking this good. She looked healthy and beautiful. Look, I think she was pretty contrite. Obviously, she took, full responsibility. Like she's basically like, I could have killed someone. And then when people say, you should maybe not, that you shouldn't come back to the show for what you did, she's like, that might be right. I may not deserve it. Like, I think that she fell on the sword. She talked about her alcoholism. She talked about her drug addiction. She talked about it 20 years ago, Ray bringing it up. and that she got some help then, but it didn't stick. And
So she's been abusing alcohol and pills for how long?
like probably for the good part of 20 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then like they showed a clip from the last reunion where Ashley talks about like a bartender at Legal Seafood saying that she would come in every day and get drunk.
You remember that place?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And she was like, yeah, I did do that. Like she was, look, for Karen, who bobs and weaves around the truth, historically all the time. I'm not saying she was 100% truthful about everything, but I felt like she grew. I really do. I liked it. I mean, it was sad. It was sad. It's sad that, her kids are so cute and sweet and support her. And it's just sad that like they all had like that she put herself in that position to get to that point. It just made me like, I hope it is true. I mean, she's going to meetings. So I really hope it is a new page for her. I'm hopeful. I think everyone deserves a second chance. Thank God she didn't kill herself or anyone else.
I do think people deserve a second chance, with the caveat that they look like they're actually working on themselves.
Well,
like you have
exactly.
to deserve it. Yeah.
Well, and also like she's not a psychopath. Like psychopaths don't get second chances in my book because they're never going to change. She can change. Mm-hmm. She has an addiction, and if she can nip it in the bud and truly, at the very least, not drive drunk again, then like, God bless America.
I say you keep her on the show if she's willing to really highlight that very real story that, sobriety is really hard and kind of what it looks like for somebody inside their life.
Can you imagine being sober on one of those shows? Like, I'm not a big drinker, but there's no way I'm going on that show and staying sober.
I know a lot of them say they feel like they have to drink because, heightened emotions in these dinner party scenes. Ugh.
Remember, Leah McSweeney broke like 10 years of sobriety.
I know. It's awful. Okay, for Traitors, how do you think that the show sustains paranoia after episode after episode without exhausting the viewer?
I don't know. For me, and again, I'm just a huge fan of the show. Like the challenges, I'm on my phone. I'm kind of like, I'm sort of catching the gist of the challenges, but every time they're in conversation, whether it's in the rooms, in the car, obviously, culminating in the round table, I am hanging on every word.
Little minute. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm here for it. I think what's interesting about this season though, is that if Candace goes next week and then they vote Colton out, you're going to start to lose your characters. And, Tara's adorable, but boring. Johnny's funny, but like, he's not a star. He's a good character, but he's not a star.
I feel like Johnny's downplaying his personality.
Totally. And by the way, when he speaks, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
So I really like him. He could come out and shine. And like, I would love for him to win the whole thing. I think Rob's going to win the whole thing.
You know that he's like the godfather of Tara's child. Like that's hilarious.
I know.
They're downplaying that too.
I did not know that, but I knew they were super close. And I think it's the best that they went on like, oh yeah, hey, who are you? And I love Tara because I love how she's like, I don't know how to play this game and I don't know how to get better at it. And that would be me.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, I don't understand anything that's happening. And I think Natalie's a strong one, but like you need to keep those. That's why I wasn't unhappy to see Rappaport go, but like he was a good villain. Like he was good for the show and you need those characters. You just do. Like last season after Boston Rob went home, it wasn't the same.
Yeah, it really wasn't. Well, what do you think makes a good traitor casting choice versus a good faithful?
I mean, I think the ruthlessness, like again, watching season 2 recently, like Phaedra was such a good traitor. First of all, I mean, the way she thought of lines off the top of her head, I'm doing too much because you're doing too little. I mean,
yeah,
how is that? It's a gift. Like who comes up with that on the fly? And so she was an incredible traitor because she had a poker face. She was she knew how to draw people in with her winning personality and then stab them right in the back without any care in the world.
And make it seem like she's in love with CT.
Oh, yeah, right. Exactly.
That's pretty well done too.
Yeah. So I think in a way, like you just can't be that nice and be a traitor. I just don't think that works.
Do you think reality stars play differently than the housewives are different than the gamers? Because I don't really think of them as like reality stars. I kind of feel
I know what you mean.
They're like normal people that did this fun game and then they left and went back to their life.
I mean, if you're putting broad strokes on it, I think the gamers are probably smarter strategically and they understand the game really well. I think the housewives understand alliances and friendships and how to win over friends and influence people. Like they're more sort of emotionally smart, and the gamers are more like they know how to actually play the game. Like I think, like Sheree in season 2, I don't think until the very end she understood what she was doing.
I don't think she still has no idea how to play the game.
She still might not. And again, no shade. I don't understand the game either mostly. So like to me, I do sometimes, but like I would be lost most of the time. But like the really good, I feel like most of the time the gamers are always 2 steps ahead.
Truly.
And then you get the outliers, like you get Colton and you get Pilot Pete, who are like bachelors, but they're very good at the game. I mean, Colton's actually, the irony about Colton, he's not very good at the game, but because he's playing it, he's been wrong so many times, but because he's so aggressive, it is like an interesting strategy. And it was Rappaport's strategy too, which it makes for good drama and good television because you don't know, it's very unpredictable.
Well, I know he's brought it up 17 times, but he did play football for 17 years.
Oh, so did he?
Maybe he's using some of that skill set, if you will. Yeah, but I definitely feel like this is probably the most authentic version of who he is. Having watched him on The Bachelor and you know what else is weird? He wrote a book. And I remember I reached out to his publicist to do an interview and she said, he's not available for any interviews.
That is very strange.
Why the hell do you write a book? I don't think he was
that
ready
at
to
the
talk
same
about it.
time? Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. Was that at the same time when all his press came out? Yeah, he probably realized, I have to go underground now.
So don't you think this is probably who he really is?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think that he's a really problematic guy. Like, I'm not going to underplay it. I think the stuff, I listened to the Bravo docket on and so they get into, like, I didn't know the details. So I highly recommend people listen to it if you want to know the details. They're not pretty. He was a very disturbed guy. And, people be like, oh, well, he was in the closet and he was struggling. Like, I'm sorry. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. You don't go to that level of depravity that he did because you don't want to come out of the closet. There's something in you that's off. It's just off. Yeah.
Well, if you were a producer, how would you design situations to increase mistrust? Because we're 7 episodes into 8 and the big personalities have left. So how do you keep up the momentum?
I have no idea. I've only produced one game show, one pilot of a game show once in my life. So I don't even know like how I would produce the show. And again, that's why I'd be so curious to see how the sausage is made because I am really fascinated by it. So I don't know what I would do, but I do think that like the Murder in Plain Sight is always super fun and you're always on the edge of your seat. And like more of that. I do like the idea of the secret traitor. I think this was the first season they did it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I like it. I heard mixed, feedback on it. I don't think Donna was the wrong secret traitor, but I think if you do it right, that's actually a great twist because it is fun for us also not to know. So I do like that. Like, I think what I didn't like in season 2 was bringing in Kate Chastain so late in the game. And I didn't like her as a traitor. So I don't mind the idea of bringing in, of them recruiting a traitor later. But I think that like, I like that idea, actually. I think that's how you could create more mistrust because like if Rob brought in Colton or Natalie or Mara, I think that could get really, really interesting because they're all acting like faithfuls together. So like really their game wouldn't change that much. Like I think Rob even said that, like I'm playing the game like a faithful.
He did say that. Yeah.
He's just really good at it. I mean, he's to me, he's making the season. Do you think so?
Yeah, I think the Rob Lisa combination was pretty funny. Like the generational difference, the gender difference, the personality difference. I like kind of like a yin and a yang.
Yeah, I get that.
And I do think that they need to do some sort of escape room challenges because I think it would be a little bit more equitable, especially if you put in the caveat, one of you is going to be sabotaging everybody else while you're doing the escape room. So then they're like paranoid, like, wait, you just had to do this. Are you just trying to sabotage me or do you really want us to win this?
Yeah, no, they have had challenges like that are less physical, where it is more equitable. And I agree. This season seems to be really, really physical.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Southern Charm, which you, of course...
Ba-ba-doo.
We've watched this, for quite some time. And I, again, wanted to ask you through the producer lens. I mean, does it seem less interesting that we have a lot of the OGs still on the show? I mean, it's been like a decade. Shouldn't they have moved on and done other things?
Listen, as long as Thomas Ravenel's not on the show, I'm okay. I hate that mother effer. Look, but that's the charm of Southern Charm is the three knuckleheads. Well, never call them my knuckleheads. Sorry, I know you're friends with Shep, but he's a knucklehead. I mean, he's a smart, he's smart. I'm not saying he's not. He's obviously a smart guy, but they're just knuckleheads. Like
they're never going to grow up. They're Peter Pans.
They're never going to grow up. And so, and Craig is truly the gift that keeps on giving. Like Craig is unhinged this season in a way that we haven't seen since that season where he melted down at the airport and everyone's like, okay. So I think obviously substances do not agree with him. He is terrible when he's not in a relationship. And, the real love story at the core has always been Austin and Craig. And it's really fun to see their crazy toxic relationship blow up and come back together all the time. It really is. I've never seen anything like it on any other show. Have we?
Probably in Real Housewives in some capacity. But
with two men.
Oh, not with two men. You're right. However, or I would say in addition, I think that the real story is that Austin is gaining his power. It's almost like Craig's an 8th year senior in the fraternity and Austin's a junior senior now. And he's like,
yes.
Fuck this guy. He's made my life hell. And you know what? Why is he still here? Shouldn't he have left a long time ago? Totally. And you can see him building alliances with all the other cast members. Craig sort of did away with Sally. You're not useful. I don't need you. And then Austin swallowed her up. And I think that those moving parts are kind of interesting. I can't figure out why does everybody hate Aubrey, the girlfriend? Why?
Audrey?
This loser. Or Audrey. The other,
wait, I don't think they hate her.
Yeah, Madison was like, oh, God, at Rodrigo's engagement party, they're like, why is she here? It was like, oh.
Oh, I didn't take it that way. I took it as Austin's been yapping around how he's done. He doesn't want to marry her. And it's I think they're more annoyed at Austin for not cutting her loose because he said he was going to break up with her and he just keeps her around. I think it was more that they felt badly for her because it was kind of pathetic that he's checked out of the relationship and she's still hanging around. That's how I took it.
No, I don't think Madison likes her.
Well, I think Madison's jealous. I don't think that Madison wants to be with Austin. I think that it's kind of like a mother, who's super protective over her son. I just want you. I want you only to want me. I don't want you to want anyone else. I don't want to be with you. Okay. Because I got this hot husband. I don't need you. But I don't want you to be with anybody else. I genuinely think she doesn't.
You to adore me. I get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I genuinely think that she needs her bestie to be just at her feet all the time.
Yeah, in the lurch. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Austin's sister loves Audrey and I trust Austin's sister. So I know Audrey's a good girl.
That's a good point. I do like the scenes with his parents. Somebody told me they thought the father was dead sexy, and I couldn't get enough of that. I thought that was pretty funny.
I mean, he's not.
Why are we meeting Craig's family? Why don't we go back to Delaware? Why?
I know. Do you remember? I only remember meeting them one time. And that was when Shep spilled the beans.
That's probably why. He was like, you guys cannot see my parents ever again. But that's interesting. Why are you keeping us? And he's got a cute brother who just got married.
Yes.
That's who we want. We want the new sister-in-law.
Bring on the brother. Bring
the brother and the sister-in-law and get them loose lips at one of these parties.
Yeah, Craig's a hot mess. He is really, he's a whirling dervish. He's a tornado. He calls that is projection. Calling Sally a tornado. I mean, she might be, but he is the tornado.
Well, you don't really see him in big groups. You don't get the sense a bunch of them all hang out with Craig together. He's more like a one-on-one person.
Yeah. I just know over the years, how many people that have hated him, that always says a lot to me. Because a lot of time we don't see it on camera, what's actually happening. Because we're like, what's the problem? He seems fine. But the fact that there's all of remember that season where Leva and him just were going like locked horns against each other. And I'm like, okay, what did he do to Leva? Like, why does Leva hate? Because I feel like she has a good BS detector. So like, yeah, why does Leva hate him so much? There must be something there. And now Vanita hates him. And it's like unusual to take the side of someone not on your show versus like, especially if she knows where her bread's butter and like Craig has power on the show. And she still is like, yeah, I hate Craig. So, and now Sally hates Craig. Like, I think he's just a really divisive person.
Probably. Well, I always think of like, I feel like the cast dynamics are probably similar of Summer House, where Kyle is like, remember, I started the show. Like, I'm an OG. I set the tone. This is what you need to do to be part of the show. Again, like an 8th year senior at the fraternity house where you're like, we got it, but there's like a new guard coming in. That kind of ownership stuff, I think, like trickles through.
Yes. I think there's a major difference between Kyle and Craig. I think that like, as annoying as Kyle can be, as obnoxious he can be, as terrible as he's been to Amanda, everyone still pretty much likes Kyle, like including the viewers.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, like he's a good person. He's extremely flawed, but he's a good guy and he's winning. Craig is not. He has a great smile, but people don't feel the same way like that they do about Kyle.
So in other words, Kyle has some feelings about how the show should operate because he feels like I'm old guard. I started this whole thing.
He's like a producer.
And kind of respect me in the game that I bring. However, he's probably happy for people, makes them feel joyful to some degree when they're around versus Craig, who may make people feel like less than or cornered or whatever it may be.
Totally. I think we've seen historically from Kyle a great degree of compassion. Like when they had the whole race thing that came up that summer, he was like right in there. Like, tell me how I need to be better. You know, with Carl and his addiction, you know, just there for him in a way that a friend is there for someone struggling. And Craig is just not that guy. Like, we have never seen that from him.
Yeah. Like, would he drive over to someone's house and say, hey, listen, I feel like I flipped out last week and my bad. And just tell me what's going on in your life and let me figure out a way to help. And like, let's become better friends in the process. No,
we haven't seen it.
Back to his house.
But credit where credit is due. He did save Vanita from the pool last season. And that was really cute and sweet. So I got to give it to Craig for that. I did enjoy that. Does he listen to your pod? Now I feel bad.
I hope so, because we're giving him some good notes. I just don't understand why I would like more Vanita.
I feel like we get I don't know.
Dynamite style Vanita. She has.
Is amazing style. I feel like we're getting enough. I don't know. I mean, the whole JT thing was so weird last season. Like it creeped me out. That like made me a little suspect of Vanita, to be honest. I was just like, Vanita like genuinely likes JT. Like that makes me wonder about Vanita.
Where is that guy? I think he's like
Didn't he go off the grid to like Bali or something?
Who goes there to live there?
The best scene ever with JT was when he got on the bar to fight with Austin because he's so tiny.
Well, he was always a little suspect because he was like a little bit too into his relationship with his mom. I felt like his mom was like, dude, leave me alone. Like I got at Mahjong with my friends. Like I got other plans.
When your mom doesn't want to hang out with you, you know
it's a problem. That's a problem. And they work together, no?
Yeah. No, I liked his mom. She was cute.
Like, can you imagine? Interior design company and flipping company with like a son that's on a reality show?
He was so weird.
It's not good.
He was a really odd bird.
If you were casting the next season of Southern Charm, based on what we've seen thus far, who do you keep? Who do you swap out to refresh the energy? Or are you happy with what's going on right now?
You keep Molly. Love Molly.
Love Molly.
She is so unique. Like, you know, if you look at the history of Southern Charm and kind of like, unfortunately, Charlie is sort of the mold of the like insert blonde girl here. You know, Molly is blonde, but she is so off the beaten path. I absolutely adore her. Every time they do a scene in her house, I crawl under the covers and cannot look at the hoarding situation because it makes me mental. And she's just fantastic. And I absolutely adore her. So keep her. You obviously keep the knuckleheads. Can't get rid of them. You keep Madison because you have to keep Madison. And I think get rid of Charlie easily. I don't think she adds. I mean, she seems like a nice girl, but she's not adding anything to the show. And I think she's scared of the drama. So that's not helping. I cannot stand Sally, but I do think she's probably good for the show. So I would keep her around because obviously something's going down with Austin. So I can't wait to see like where that goes. Vanita, I think you keep.
I think Rodrigo's funny.
Oh, use him more is my notes. Use Rod more. He's funny. He's and Austin are legitimately best friends IRL. So he is underutilized.
I like that he's pointed out, listen, Shep's really cheap. And that's just the way it is. Those little insights I think are very valuable.
Yeah. And it's like, we all know that. It's always the really, really rich ones that are the cheapest effers on the planet. Yeah. I mean, and Shep, Shep is a great reality TV character and he's a really interesting person. So I don't think you mess with the cast that much. I don't love like a constant rotation of new people and maybe I just don't like change, but I like seeing like with Potomac, sorry to get off course for a second, like everyone's like, oh my God, Angel's such a flop, Angel's such a flop. Yes, Angel is a flop, but that to me makes her interesting. And I really want to see a second season with her because I want to see if she'll continue to not know how to be a housewife or if she'll watch herself and get like, it'll be interesting to see if she can go anywhere in a second season. So like, I just think give people a chance. I don't think Charlie has it in her. And I think that probably makes her a good, normal person in real life. So stay a good, normal person and get off the show. Sally, I think, would sell her firstborn to do anything for the show. So keep her and let's just continue to see her, blaze a path of destruction.
It's interesting. When I did interview Charlie, she said, Craig never talked about Paige.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that it just seems like in the moment interviews, he's still, longing for the relationship with her. And I think at one point he said if she wanted to, I'd get back together. But then she said, I've like hot tubbing with him and like he never brought her up, never talked about her.
Interesting. I feel like till this day, like if she called him, he would be back together with her in a hot second.
Do you think he's going to be like 50 raking leaves in the backyard of his home and he's going to be like looking her picture up?
No, I think he will. He might still be looking her up, but I think he will. He is the only one of the three of them that will get married and have kids. Like, I just think it's like the light has to be on, remember like from Sex and the City, like the cab light has to be on, like it has to be like Charlie is like definitely the right direction for him. She's kind of like Paige with blonde hair, but she doesn't have enough edge. Like he needs to be abused and Naomi and Paige abused him. And so Charlie's too nice. So he needs to find someone to whip him, but also be like super hot. And then that's going to be his wife.
Right. Okay, well, good. Last question. Amanda Francis, are you down?
Oh my God. I mean, I'm so torn because it's like we really obviously need her because there's no show right now without her. But boy, is she a hard pill to swallow. She is Kate, I mean, you know me well enough. She is my worst nightmare. Like, I cannot stand people like, oh, well, I bought the house. It was me. I don't
like the way that she's like so mean with her about her husband. Like, let's be clear, I bought the house. It's like, what's his name, Eddie? She's basically like, Eddie's a loser compared to me. And it's like, why are you doing that to him?
Do you remember her from Selling Sunset?
I sure do. And she's never been fully committed to arm sleeves. Never. I don't know why.
I need to revisit that. That's very interesting.
But she was like, so like, pick me. She's selling the property, but she's got to be in the scene. I mean, I could clock that a long way away.
Yeah. No, exactly. She's so thirsty. I hate gobbledygook BS. Like, I mean, you're the queen. Like, Like, I Love 'Em Bows was just like, I'm sorry, what? Can you just tell her if PK has a 401k or not? Like, her manifesting her best self, showing up, but like, shut up. So I hate all of that. She's a total grifter. I mean, we can spot Queen of the Cons a mile away. I was following her for a while because I was interested. I know, is she our next season is your question. I mean, she might be. So that's why we should keep her on because
I agree.
We're absolutely heading in that direction. I think people have been like, I can't wait for the true crime documentary about her. Like, she will be Housewife and The Hustler. So they know what they're doing over there at 32 Flavors, and keep up the good work.
Also, I do think that at some point she's going to dig her own hole. I mean, she's like presenting as like, I'm super confident, I'm running this business, I make so much money. But at some point, like, the cracks are going to show. And that's going to be when it gets really fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's very invested in presenting this facade of who she is. And it's like, it takes a lot for a woman who's told the most upsetting, depressing story that you could ever hear, which is losing a child like 5 days after birth. And, everyone, including the lady, still hating her. Like, if anything's going to bring you over to this woman's side, it's such a gut-wrenching story like that. And not that we all didn't feel it, obviously, for her. You can't not feel that. But yet, like, she's still awful. So that was like her moment to redeem herself, to show her humanity, and for us to really feel like, oh, there's other dimensions to her. And it just like, it still didn't happen.
Speaking of dimensions, you know what would make me really happy is if at some point in the season, maybe at the end of it, is that the other women unknowingly have to attend one of her seminars.
I'm dead.
That would be great. But I want it to be like in a park in like Palm Springs or something where they have nowhere to go. But they sit on like blankets and she's like, I want you to talk about manifesting and where you are with your crystals and all of that. And I just need them all to be stuck.
But like, can you manifest money? Because if you can, I want to do it.
I know, right? I know.
Like, do you just have to really want it?
I think it's very much like the prosperity sermons, If you believe, you will succeed. I don't know.
I mean, it's just a bunch of BS.
Totally. Unbelievable. Oh, tell everybody what you're working on right now. And is there a next season of Queen of the Con? Like, what's going on?
Not right now, TBD. I hope. I love that show. Jonathan, though, I will plug him. He has a lot of stuff going on with it. He's doing, did you heard his new one? He's doing a handyman in Texas that's like basically like a prostitute for hire, but as a handyman. Yeah, it's great. Maybe I can't remember what it's called. The Housewife and the Handyman, maybe. It's a really good title. Sorry, I didn't come prepared to plug Jonathan, but you guys should check that out. So I have 2 shows that are coming out in the next 4 months, which I can't announce either yet, but you're going to love them both. And if you follow me on Instagram at AYR_media, Aliza Rosen, that's where I post everything about any projects I have. And we just wrapped a really incredible season of The Real Killer, season 3. So if you have not listened to that yet, I cannot recommend it enough. It is gripping. So that's all I got today.
By the way, my handyman one time sexed
Speaking
me
of handyman,
by accident.
No. How do you know it was by accident?
Oh, it was graphic. It was like,
Kate, this is insane.
Talking about like a mini rabbit. I actually took a screenshot of it. I will show you.
Please don't send it to me.
No, I was like, I just wanted you to come fix my closet. Like, what's happening here?
Your closet.
He was mortified.
Wait, Kate, that is the crate. Do you still use him?
No. He was like, you know what? He reminded me of Terry O'Quinn, who played Locke in Lost. He looked like him.
I'm dead. Oh my God. That is the funniest story ever. And truly.
I did, like, I think he realized that it was like not the right Kate. And he was like, eek. Or maybe it was a Casey. I don't know what happened, but I was like, wow, I didn't know he had it in him.
It's the funnious thing ever. I can't. that just made my day.
And I told Dan, I was like, the handyman just sent me a sext. And he's like, what? And of course, Dan was like, oh, okay. Anyway. And I'm like, no, I need to unpack this for like a couple of days. I was like, what's happening
He's
here?
like, whatever.
Anyway. So
hilarious.
I'll call Jonathan and get him on it. Thank you so much.
So good to see you.
I want to thank my great guest, Aliza Rosen, and make sure that you click the subscribe button. Make sure that you leave a 5-star review. Join the Facebook group, Reality Life with Kate Casey. You can get my What to Watch list every week by going to katecasey.substack.com. Also, bonus episodes are available on Apple Podcast and on Patreon at patreon.com/Kate Casey. And follow me on social media. I'm on Instagram at @KatecaseyCA, TikTok, it's Kate Casey, and Twitter, Threads, and Blue Sky at @Katecasey. Check back tomorrow for an all-new episode.